Alright, what's up YouTube? How's it going? Got another build video for you guys today. And I took a little bit longer, took like an extra week. I've been trying a lot of different builds, a lot of different things. At least like 5 to 6 different setups for open world and battlegrounds. So I'm gonna show you guys my favorite ones so far. And yeah, let's get into the build. So start off, we'll just go through superstar. It's easier. We're doing Order's Wrath on the front bar. And we got a sharpened lightning staff of Order's Wrath on the front bar. We got Wretched Vitality on the back bar. I go infused. You can do defending. Either one is fine. I mostly use streak for survivability in this. Get around a corner, top off your heals, all that. So I like the extra damage. I don't feel like I need to sit there and hold block or be as tanky on this build. And I'm not really brawling in the middle of a pile or anything like that. So I don't think I really need defending on the back bar. We're running a triple infused jewelry with mono for our mythic. We've got all impenetrable on the gear except for the chest, which is reinforced. All triple tri-stat enchants, prismatic defense. I do 10 points in health and 54 points into stamina. This is kind of just up to you. This is, you know, however you feel, wherever you need your points to go. I like to be around 29,000 health. I don't like to go below that. So yeah, personal preference there. It's up to you. I am a Khajiit on my Sorc build. You could be a Breton too. Breton is fine. It's a good choice here. Altmer or High Elf is also probably another decent choice. I would keep it between those three races. And to get into the skills, we've got Streak for survivability, Gap Close, your CC. Crushing Weapon is your major breach and your spammable. Really liking this on this build. I'll go over the details in a minute here. Merciless Resolve. We got a crit chance from Camouflage Hunter, Resolving Vigor, and then Incapacitating Strike. I never use this. I've never once even used this ult the whole time playing this build. It is just for the extra crit chance. 2.5% more crit chance by just having it on your front bar through the is it this one? No, this one? Yeah. So yeah, it's literally just there for more crit chance. Back bar, we've got Shocking Contingency. I put Warrior's Opportunity for 2,000 more damage for your next direct attack. And then we've got Minor Force for 10% crit damage. Crit Surge is weapon and spell damage buff, plus your very strong healing, especially from mid-range. Hurricane, minor movement speed buff, and your weapon spell resist buff. And Hurricane's also pretty good damage. Curse, I've tried many different things. I'll get into that in a minute here. I still love Curse on this build. I think it's the best choice for your combo skill. I'll explain that in a second. Healing Soul, quickly streak away from your group or streak away from other people and get around a corner or something, and you can heal yourself with ease. A lot of people are complaining about Healing Soul going to somebody else, even when you're not looking at them. It'll go through walls even to heal somebody else that's lower health than you. So you got to kind of learn how to use this skill properly and make sure it goes to you instead. And then this is our main ult, Energy Overload. Extremely good for your sustain. Gives back a lot of magic. Really good damage. Has, you know, really good range, mid-range, healthy. You don't have to get in and start brawling to kill somebody. Yeah, really liking Overload here. And obviously we are running Blood Spawn for our monster set. Blood Spawn is so good for keeping your energy overload constantly generating. You can also drink heroism potions. I took mine off for a different build, but I would advise heroism potions on this build. You don't really need health pots, so it's like, just give me magic, stamina, and heroism. That's perfect. That plus blood spawn for ult gen for energy overload just keeps it constantly going. It's extremely good. CP, we've got deadly aim, master at arms, fighting finesse, and weapons expert. Weapons expert is extremely good on this build. It 20% damage for light attacks is massive, and I'll explain that a little more in some screenshots and some video in a second here. But all your damage comes from a light attack, most of it anyways. I got celerity, survival instincts, pain's refuge, and sustained by suffering. You don't have to run celerity. You can do whatever you want here. Fortified if you want more resistance or something. So, again, you're not really brawling in a pile or anything like that. You're mid-range, comfortable distance. You quickly kill somebody, streak through, and get out. You're not brawling. So celerity feels right. Feels comfortable. Yeah, overall, yeah. Also, I see a lot of people saying, like, why aren't you running all gold gear, blah, blah, blah. Like, guys, gold weapons is a huge deal. Always gold out your weapons. Gold jewelry is not a huge deal. It's a little bit more, maybe like 1% more damage, 2% at the most. Gold out your gear if you want to. It's totally fine. You don't have to gold out your gear to have nearly the same success. Like, especially your armor. These armor pieces, if you fully gold it out, it's literally like a 1% more resist overall in total. It's not a huge deal. When I test the build a lot and I really, really like a build and I know I'm going to play it a lot, then I'll fully gold everything out. You know, until you get to that point, you don't have to waste your money golding everything out for no reason. Purple is fine. Just make the weapons. The weapons have to be gold. So let me show a couple screenshots real quick, and then we'll get in and explain some of the footage. So this is kind of like what the build could be capable of. So here we got, this was in a BG, you got nearly 50% crit chance, 6,400 weapon damage, and this is some of the peak numbers of what is possible in a battleground. It's very, like, crushing weapon, energy overload. You know, these things can happen at, like, the exact same time. Literally like in a tenth of a second. So when you do everything and line it up properly, it is absurd damage. Yeah, we got a nice BG here. Again, another BG to compare. Now, I was running Dawnbreaker on the front bar for a while. I stopped using Dawnbreaker. You can use it if you want. It's 3% more damage at all times. I like the crit chance from in-cap more, or just put Soul Harvest on your front bar. 2.5% more crit chance, in my opinion, is better than 3% more damage. Alright, let's get into some footage, and I'll explain some things on the build. So this is kind of how things work on the build. What you want to do here is you're gonna buff up your crit surge, your hurricane, everything like that. Let's go back a little further. When you're ready to like burst somebody down, it's a very simple standard. Basically this is a Sorc. This is literally like you're playing a Sorc. You're just taking away crystal frag for Merciless Resolve. That's all you're really doing. So you're just going to buff up and throw Curse on your target. Then you're going to hit your contingency and bar swap. So there's my Curse, there's contingency, bar swap, light attack. That's it. One light attack. And you can see, like, there's all your numbers right there. Let's pause it and then do this. So might be a little confusing to some to translate some of this, but there we go. So this is your crushing weapon, 5838, no crit. This is your energy overload, 9185. So you've got what, 12, 13, 15. You've got nearly 30k damage off of one. There's basically one light attack, like a light attack plus curse. I didn't even shoot a bow. Like, there's no bow shot here. That's another, up to 17, 18k damage that you can add on top of it. So that this is 1/10 of a second with one light attack, just instant combo burst damage. And then here, I'll show another example. Okay, yeah. So these guys didn't even know I was up here. I was just chilling, kind of watching them. So I'm buffed up. I'm going to throw a curse on this guy, contingency, bar swap, and just light attack. I mean, it's just some insane damage for literally 1/10 of a second, one light attack. Let's see, let's add it up. It's 27, 34, 35. Yeah, but nearly 40k damage. 40k damage in 1/10 of a second, and I didn't even shoot the bow shot. There's no bow shot. It's literally just curse and a light attack. That's all. Alright. Let's recap this BG a little bit for you guys. And we'll explain some of the things for the builds. So while this is warming up, you can take off Camouflage Hunter on the front bar if you really want to. And you can run Mage's Wrath instead. And Execute, or you can run anything you want, really. Execute would probably be the smarter choice. Impale or Mage's Wrath, whichever one you kind of like more. I don't think Impale is a very good Execute. It's probably the worst Execute in the game. So I would still, even though Mage's Wrath is only 2 seconds, it could still be AoE, works a little bit easier, better on resources, not by much though, it's basically the same thing. More weapon damage versus more crit. So that does, the extra crit chance from Impale on your front bar would actually probably be a little better. But yeah, ultimately I don't run an Execute because I just don't think I need it. Like, just doing a light attack with another overload and crushing weapon just feels like more damage. It feels better to me. I'd rather have 10% crit damage from my contingency than put crit chance on my contingency and then slot and Execute on the front bar. But if you want to go out there and Execute hog and just farm executes, you absolutely can on this build. It's super easy. I just don't really care to do that. I'd rather go for the bigger damage myself, but you absolutely can with ease. But yeah, as you can see here, it is such a simple play style and a simple rotation. You just throw curse on your target, contingency, bar swap, light attack, crushing weapon. That's all you got to do. And, just maintain your buffs and your heals in between that. It's a very satisfying, high damage build, and very good at getting quick, efficient kills. Now I took an extra week for open world and BG builds because I have been trying a lot of different builds, like at least 6 or 7 different builds for open world and battlegrounds, and really testing out thoroughly each build. That guy just fell over like instantly. These It's just so efficient on instantly getting a kill. This so far is my favorite version of a play by yourself style, like open world or BG build. So, and to clarify, curse on your back bar. Now, you can take off Daedric Prey skill line, and you can slot something like Gravelord for Blast Bones. Gravelord is great. It's really good damage. It's very cheap. Really good passives through Gravelord. It is absolutely an option. And I did like it a lot on the build. Ultimately, Curse just farms more damage. It does more damage single target and AoE. It's cheaper. It's better for timing. It can't get interrupted or CC'd or rooted or anything like that. Yes, Curse can get cleansed, but I have not seen a problem with that at all in BGs or open world. I have not seen any issue with using Curse versus Blast Bones. I have seen some issues trying to combo with Blast Bones. It's just a little slower. Another option is to run Dawn's Wrath on the and run Purifying Light on the back bar. Purifying Light, it is a great skill and really good for healing also. You could literally just run Purifying Light on the back bar instead of Curse. It is a good option. Ultimately, it's just not as good as Curse in my opinion. Like, it's double the time, 6 seconds versus 3.5 for Curse. So, you know, for a skill that is less damage and takes longer to use, the only arguing case for Purifying Light is it's a pretty good heal. It's an extra heal. Other than that, Curse is better all day long. Now, as far as gear goes, I prefer Wretched Vitality on the back bar on almost all of my solo builds right now. Anything I'm playing by myself, open world, battlegrounds, whatnot, it is so hard to beat Wretched Vitality right now. It is probably, I would say without a doubt, it is the most stat-dense, valued set in the entire game. It is probably the best set overall in the whole game right now. And the reason that you get 390 recoveries, and even the 234 on Wretched Vitality are extremely good. It's efficient. It's very easy to keep it active and procced. It's hard not to play with Wretched Vitality right now. It's just that good. And for your front bar, I prefer Order's Wrath most of the time. I mean, it's a crit damage and crit chance meta right now. The whole game revolves around, well, the whole game in PvE and PvP really revolves around crit chance and crit damage. Like, it literally is your game. So, you know, what can you argue instead of Order's Wrath on the front bar? It's Back Alley Gourmand. You can get 5% more crit damage at the loss of 5% crit chance. So you absolutely could argue Back Alley Gourmand, and it could possibly be better for some builds. Personally, I'd rather have the 5% crit chance on this build. So I stick with Order's Wrath. You know, maybe you could argue some kind of proc damage set or like Plague Break on the front bar. You know, that's viable. Again, I would rather just have the crit chance and crit damage. It's also crit healing from Order's Wrath, so yeah, it's I don't know. I don't imagine anything being able to outperform this, but maybe there's some other options out there. Maybe some of you can post in the comments if you think that there might be something better than Order's Wrath on the front bar. But yeah, I think it's still one of the best options in the game. Yeah, and again here, like you can just see, you know, with blood spawn constantly going, and then if you're drinking heroism potions at the same time, you're overloading the entire BG, like the whole time. You're just farming people and farming damage with overload. I absolutely love this build. I like it more than Max Magic Sorc from last patch, which was probably my previous favorite open world / solo style play. It would be like Max Magic Sorc. But I actually enjoy this more. More damage, more killing potential. But yeah, I'll post another video pretty soon here, because I already have some footage saved up and stuff of other open world and BG builds that I've been working on. I've got one for DK dot pressure, like damage farming dot pressure style build. And got some other stuff coming soon, so make sure you guys keep watching, and as always, appreciate you guys showing up, and we'll see you next time. Take it easy, everybody.